So, good morning, all of you. Hope my audio and video both are clear for all. Roll number 85, roll number 85, roll number 85.
Sir,
Are my audio and video both are visible for you?
audible, sir.
My screen also is being sharing, right?
Not, sir. Not audible, sir.
Sir, your screen not visible, sir. Pavan, sir, your
One
screen
second,
not visible.
one second. Madam, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి.
No, sir. Still not visible.
మేడం ఇప్పుడు
No, sir. No.
ఇంకా అవ్వలేదండి.
Yes, sir.
హలో,
No, sir. No, no.
వేరే ఎవరికి అవ్వలేదా?
Respond anyone?
లేదు సార్, లోడ్ అవుతుంది సార్.
మేడం ఇప్పుడు
లేదు, sir.
మేడం ఇప్పుడు వస్తుందా?
లేదు, sir. లేదు. No, sir. ఇంకా CRR82 has started screen sharing and message వస్తుంది.
ఆల్రెడీ స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తాను.
ఒకసారి స్టాప్ చేసేసి మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేయండి, సార్.
క్లాసా?
ఆహా, కాదు, స్క్రీన్ షేరింగ్, సార్.
స్క్రీన్ షేరింగ్ ఆల్రెడీ స్టాప్ చేసేసాను. మేడం ఇప్పుడు
ఇంకా లేదు, సార్.
మేడం ఇది మెయిల్ ఓపెన్ లో ఉందా?
నాది ఉంది, సార్.
నేను మీకు ఫార్వర్డ్ చేస్తాను మేడం. వీక్ 2 పీపీటీ ఒకటి ఓపెన్ చేయండి. నేను మీకు కో హోస్ట్ రైట్స్ ఇస్తాను.
ఓకే.
మేడం దాంట్లో వీక్ 2 పీపీటీ ఓపెన్ చేయండి.
ఇంకా రాలేదు, సార్. నాకు నేను వచ్చింది, సార్. వీక్ 2నా, సార్?
మరి ఇప్పుడు షేర్ అవుతుందా నా స్క్రీన్? రోల్ నెంబర్ 40. రోల్ నెంబర్ 40.
సార్ అవుతుంది సార్.
అవునా? ఓకే.
సార్, నేను కూడా స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయనా, సార్?
ఇంకొద్దు మేడం, అవుతుందా? సార్ నేను చెక్ చేస్తాను. మేడం ఇప్పుడు అవుతుందా? నా స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అయింది.
సార్, సేమ్ మెసేజ్ చూపిస్తుంది. పీపీటీ ఓపెన్ అవ్వట్లేదు, కానీ మీరు పైథాన్ ఓపెన్ చేశారు కదా, సార్?
పీపీటీ ఎందుకు ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది?
పీపీటీ నేను ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను, సార్.
సార్ అంటే అది లోడ్ అవుతుంది సార్. ఒకసారి అలా ఉంచితే ఏమైనా ఓపెన్ అయిద్దామా సార్?
సో ఇది కనిపిస్తుంది కదా, పైథాన్ షెల్ కనిపిస్తుంది.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ఇది కనిపిస్తుంది.
Okay. Good morning, all of you. In the last class, we have discussed that there are 3 types of quotations in Python, and Those three types are single quotations, double quotations, and triple quotations. So in the last class, comment lines and now comment lines will be mentioned by using the hash sign. That is called hash symbol. For the starting of the hash symbol, that means from where the hash symbol has started and to the end of that particular physical line, the total line will be treated as a common line. Okay, in C language there are only two types of quotations. There are single quotation and double quotation. Single quotations are used for characters, double quotations are used for strings in C language. But in Python programming language, there are three types of quotations. The first one is a single quotation, second one is double quotation, and the third one is triple quotation. Third one is triple quotation. Now we shall check out how those particular quotations will be working in Python IDLE interface. So as I said in the previous class, this is called IDLE. IDLE in the sense integrated development and learning area. After the opening of this particular page, if you are doing the program here and if the output also will be represented in the same page, it is called interactive page. But the main disadvantage of this interactive page is our program will not be getting saved anywhere. For that purpose, I will be going to file, take a new file, and first name that file. Name that file as file, save somewhere on your desktop, and name it as sample. SAMPLE. Sample.py. Py is meant for Python extension. Sample.py. Okay. So in today's class, what we are going to discuss is about this particular thing concept called quotations, right? Now we should write a program on these quotations. I'm starting with comment line. So program for Python quotations. Program for Python quotations. Now I am going to start the program. See, I said there are three types of quotations, right? First one is single quotation. What is the purpose of single quotation? Word is equal to Python.
Sir,
Yes.
screen update అవ్వట్లేదు సార్.
ఇప్పుడు స్క్రీన్ కనిపించట్లేదా?
కనపడుతుంది సార్. అలా పైథాన్ షెల్ అని చెప్పి స్టార్టింగ్ ఓపెన్ అయిన దగ్గర అలా ఉండిపోయింది సార్. ఇంకా అప్డేట్ అవ్వలేదు సార్.
ఇప్పుడు
ఎస్ సార్, వచ్చింది
okay.
సార్.
See, this first line is called comment line, where we have mentioned this with hash symbol. Okay, word is equal to Python. Word is equal to Python, where word in this sense it's a variable name. Word is a variable name. Equal to is assignment operator. Python is something value which I have given for this variable word. See here, I did not mention any type, any data type here. I did not mention whether word is a variable of integer data type or a string data type or a float data type. Why? Because Python is type infer language. Okay, so word is equal to, for this particular thing I have been using single quotation. And if you want to write something like a sentence, sentence is equal to type infer language. Type infer language. In this sentence, in this statement, sentence is nothing but the variable. Equal to is nothing but assignment operator. But I have given a group of words in between these two statements. I have given a group of words in between these two quotations, right? See, in the single quotation, I have given a single word itself. But in the double quotation, I have given a group of words. That's the main difference. And in the next thing, if you want to do something like a paragraph, paragraph is equal to, see, for using triple quotations, we can use three double quotations, 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, now I want to write a paragraph. I all hope all are safe and well. Okay, now I am closing this particular quotations. See here, only a single word with single quotations, a group of words with double quotations, and I have written a paragraph more than one line. I have written more than one line. For that, we are going to use triple quotes. Like here, we need to give either three double quotations, and ending we need to give three double quotations. Okay, if this can be done in another way also. Paragraph 1 is equal to, now I am giving three single quotations. Now I am giving three single quotations and I am saying stay home, stay safe, thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Now I am going to save this file. Save. Okay. In this particular program, I have utilized all the three quotations where word is a variable which consists of single quotation, sentence is a variable which consists of a group of words, paragraph is a variable which consists of para in between three double quotes. Triple quotations can be mentioned in two different types in Python programming language. First one is we can use either three double quotations. Make sure that if we have utilized three double quotations here, ending also it must be mentioned only with three double quotations. If we start with three single quotations, ending also must be done by using three single quotations. Okay, these are the quotations. Now word, sentence, paragraph, paragraph 1 are nothing but a variable names. Now we shall try to print this particular program. Print word, next print sentence, next print paragraph, print paragraph 1. Okay, now go to file, save this particular program. See, already I told you for running a Python script or a Python program, we can go to run option, click on F5 button. You can go to run option and click on this particular run module, or directly we can press the F5 button in the keyboard. Okay, I'm going to run module. So you can check what I want. Python, type info language. All this is one paragraph and this is another paragraph. Clear all of you? This is
Sir,
how we are
output
going. Output?
రావట్లేదు సార్ కనిపించలేదు సార్
Output is not visible. See now, is the output clear? Is the output visible? See,
yes,
this is the output which we have got by using single quotation. This is the output which we have got double quotations. This is the output which we have got using triple quotation, that too by using three double quotations. This is the output which we have got by using three single quotations. Okay, this is how we use quotations in Python. I just want to modify something in the program so that everyone need to tell me what will be the output. See, in this particular sentence, in this particular expression, I have started with three single quotations, and in the ending, I am going to end with three double quotations. Now go to file, save. Now, do I receive this particular output or not? Do I receive the particular output or not? We shall see.
నో సార్
Why no? Why no? Why? Because I started with three single quotations and ending with three double quotations. Even though it may be a triple quotation, but we need to make sure if we have started with three single quotations, we need to end with three single quotations only. It does not allow. Clear, everyone? Fine. Save. Okay. Next. Coming to the next topic. Vijayalakshmi madam, please share the PPT of it. Hello? Vijayalakshmi madam. Hello? Yes. Now the PPT is being shared, right?
Okay, na sir?
Yes, madam. All of you, is the PPT visible or not?
ఎస్ సార్ ఎస్ సార్
Okay. Madam, please go to second page. Okay. So up to yesterday, the introduction of Python has been completed. We have seen how quotations will be working, how comment lines will be working, who invented Python, and each and every introduction topic of Python has been completed. From today, we will go some advanced topics of Python. So for today's and tomorrow's class, what the topics I need to be covered is Python input and output. That means how can we give input and how can we give output to the Python script. Next, how to install. In tomorrow's class, all of you make sure that you will be listening the class by using your laptop. Okay, I'll be telling you how to download Python software and how to install the Python software. Immediately after the completion of downloading and installing, I will tell all of you how to run Python scripts. There are 4 different types. How can we run Python scripts? So all of you tomorrow don't miss the class. I will tell you how to download and how to install the Python software as well as how to run Python programs in that particular IDLE software. Okay, in today's class, we will complete Python input and output. See, all of you in C language, you all know for Python input and output, we'll be using printf and scanf statement. Printf means for printing output, for providing standard output. Scanf in the sense for providing standard input. In C language, we use printf and scanf. But in Python programming language, we use input function for standard input and print function for standard output. So make sure there is no F available here. We are just telling input function, print function. Okay. Okay. For any standard input, we need to use input function. For any standard output, we need to use print function. Clear? Madam, next slide. Okay. Python input and output. Now, first of all, we shall discuss about output. How can we provide output? How can we get output by using print function? We use the print function to output data to the standard output device. This is clear. Already told you, if we need to get any output from the Python script, we are going to use print function. For example, like this, a is equal to 9. A is a variable equal to its assignment operator. 9 is constant value. So print the value of a is a. So what will be the output right now? What will be the output? What will be the output?
9, sir.
Just only 9. Just only 9. Our output will only be 9. Huh?
The value of A is 9.
The value of a is 9. Here the value of a, this particular a value will be retrieved from the variable a. Okay. And this total thing will be coming by using the print function. The value of a is 9. Clear all of you? I shall show this particular example by running the program again. Okay. So keep remembering this particular example one. A is equal to 9. A is a variable, assignment operator, constant value. So here I have been using print function. Print function means that means we are getting some output from the idle interpreter. Some output from the idle interpreter. Okay, madam, next slide. Okay, this is example 2. This is example 2, which will be new for all of you. See here, print. Print is a function. I have given 1, 2, 3, 4. Does I get any error or not? Does, if just only consider this particular statement, what I am telling is print 1, 2, 3, 4. I am not using any type of quotations here, either single or double or triple quotations also. So by considering only this particular line, any one of you tell me, do I get any error or do I get any output?
Sir, you will get error, sir.
Roll number?
74, sir.
74. Still, anyone? Any one of you? See, don't make the faculty to mention your roll number. You actively participate, either if you give right answer or correct answer, no issues. Any one of you tell me, by considering this particular one line, do we get any error or do we get any output?
Sir, output 1, 2, 3, 4. Sir.
Output 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. See, I have got two replies from 74 and 40. 74 told that there will be error here, but 40 is telling that I will be getting an output like 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly, we will be not getting any sort of error. Any sort of error. Simply, already I told you, print, and the print statement just gives me the output. Just gives me the output. So immediately, if I press the F5 button, the output which I will be getting is 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? No issues. There will be no errors. Okay. Next line. Print. I have been using 1, 2, 3, 4, SEP is equal to, I have been using some star button, asterisk button. What is the purpose of this particular line means, if the user want to create the output something specially. In the first statement, blindly the output which I am going to get is 1, 2, 3, 4. But in user's point of view, if you want to get the output something specially, we can use two operators called SEP operator and END operator. SEP, END. These both are special operators in Python programming language. Special operators in Python programming language. Make sure it's called SEP. SEP does not mean September. It is called separator. SEP in the sense separator. END means end. These both are special operator. SEP is not September. It is called separator. SEP and END are special operators in Python programming language. Now we shall check what is the purpose of it. We shall check what is the purpose of it. Until here, print 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same as the above. It's the same as the above. But now I am giving comma, SEP is equal to asterisk. The output of this particular statement will be like 1 asterisk 2 asterisk 3 asterisk 4. Clear? That means the separator operator will be separating the values like 1, 2, 3, 4 by the symbol which we are mentioning here. By the symbol which we are mentioning here. There is no rule that we need to use only this particular asterisk symbol. There is no rule that we need to use only this particular asterisk symbol. We can use any sort of character. We can use any sort of character. And in the next statement, so the output of this particular line is 1 asterisk 2 asterisk 3 asterisk 4. Remember, after 4 we do not get any sort of asterisk because there is no other value to separate after 4. Just 1 asterisk 2 asterisk 3 asterisk 4. In the first print statement, what we get is 1, 2, 3, 4. See, now consider the third expression. Now consider the third expression. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 separator SEP is equal to hash. So what I get is 1 hash 2 hash 3 hash 4, and in the end I am going to get this particular symbol called ampersand. So what the output I get for this line is 1 hash 2 hash 3 hash 4 ampersand. Clear? Now we shall check all these 4 lines. In the example 1, I already told you one example, and in this particular example 2, we shall check these 2 examples in ID and the prompt. Madam, please stop the sharing. I will be opening ID.
Okay, sir.
Madam, is my screen sharing to you? Anyone of you? Is my screen sharing to you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
Now
sir.
again go to file, go to new file, save this file like save on the desktop, name it as output. The particular file name is output.py. Save. Particular file is output.py. See, now I am opening the particular screen output.py to all of you. Okay, now we shall check out. We have seen 4 print statement in 2 different examples. In the first example, we have seen like a is equal to 18. Next, go to print statement, print the value of a is, the value of a is, comma, a. This is the first print statement which we have seen in example 1. And in the example 2, what I have seen is print 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next statement will be like print 1, 2, 3, 4, comma. Here we need to use SEP operator, like which is called separator, is equal to. Now I am changing the symbol. What I want is I want ampersand symbol in between those numbers. I want ampersand symbol in between those numbers. Okay. Next, in the next statement, print 1, 2, 3, 4, comma, by using the separator operator is equal to within single quotations asterisk, comma, and next we need to use AND operator. END is equal to single quotation. Now I am using exclamation mark, single quotation close. Now go to file, save. So in this particular program, we will be receiving 4 outputs. In this particular program, we will be receiving 4 outputs. In the first line, what we receive is the value of A is 9. This is how we will be receiving the output. The value of A is 9. In the second print statement, what you receive is 1, 2, 3, 4. For the third line, anyone? For the third print statement, what will be the output? The output will be like 1 ampersand 2 ampersand 2 ampersand 3 ampersand 4. See, after 4 there will be no ampersand. Why the ampersand will be printing here is, I told the interpreter by using the separate operator and by using the ampersand symbol, separate those particular values. And the fourth printf statement, what the value I am going to get is 1 asterisk 2 asterisk 3 asterisk 4, and in the end I am going to use exclamation mark. And in the end I am going to use exclamation mark. Now we shall check out whether the interpreter gives the same output which I have thought, or will the output will be changed. Okay.
A18, sir.
Sorry.
A18.
Okay.
A18.
A value is 18. Sorry. Okay. The value of A is 18. The value of A is 18. Now we shall check out. Go to run module. Is the output screen visible to all of you? Is the output?
No, sir.
No. I shall open the output screen. See, this is the output. See, this is your output screen. This is the same thing which you have thought, right? The value of A is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since we are using the separator operator with ampersand, it is given 1 ampersand, 2 ampersand, 3 ampersand, 4. And in the next statement, I have separated by using asterisk symbol. And in the end, I am going to use exclamation mark. Okay. This is the simple print statement you all of you know. This is the simple print statement you all of you know. But in Python programming language, if you want to create our output something specially, there are 2 operators which are nothing but called SEP and AND operator. SEP in the sense separator, not September. Clear all of you? Okay. Madam, please share the PPT.
Okay. Sir, is it visible?
Yes, madam. Yes. Okay. In the note also we have seen the SEP operator is used between the values. Madam, one second. The separator operator is used between the values. Here the values are 1, 2, 3, 4. And what the separator operator done is, by using this particular symbol which we have mentioned, it has separated the values. Okay. It defaults into a space character. It defaults into a space character. Suppose here I did not mention any type of special symbol. Just given SCP is equal to single quotation open and single quotation close. I did not mention any special character. Then what the interpreter takes is, it takes as a default special character. Since we are using SCP, already Python knows SCP is a special operator. So it will be taking a default space character. After all the values are printed, AND is printed. In this particular third line also we have seen 1 hash, 2 hash, 3 hash, 4. And after the completion of this particular 4 values, then the AND operator will be printed. This AND operator will be used only at the end of that particular output line. Only at the end of that particular line. Whereas SCP operator is used in between all the values. In between all the values. That is the purpose of SCP and AND operator. Madam, next slide. Now, output formatting. Now, output formatting. This is one style of output. We have seen 2 types right now. First one is by giving simple output statement using print function. Second one what we have seen is by using SEP operator and AND operator. Now there is one output formatting called str.format function. str.format function. See, in the previous slide I already told you that SEP and AND are operators. They are not functions. SEP and AND are END and both are special operators in Python. But ste.format is a function right now. This is one type of function in Python programming language. How this function will be working? How this function will be working? Let us see. A comma b is equal to 9 comma 18, where a and b are variables. Where a and b are variables. Equal to assignment operator. Since we have given two variables here, I have given two constant values, which means a is equal to 9 and b is equal to 18. So there will be no error in this particular statement. Why? Because the values are equal to the number of variables. Here there are two values and there are two variables. The particular thing for this line will be represented as multiple variables with multiple values. At the time of assigning variables, I already told you that there are 4 types of assigning values to variable. Among those 4 types, this particular thing is called assigning multiple values to multiple variables. So a is equal to 9 and b is equal to 18. In the print statement, I did not tell the system to print like print a comma b. The thing which I am going to use is str.format function. What I told you is the value of a is, I have used some curly braces, and b is curly braces, single quotation close. I did not use any sort of comma here. I did not use any sort of comma. Immediately after the closing of single quotations, what I have done is dot format of a comma b. Dot format of a comma b. Okay, coming to this particular statement, print is a function. Print is a function. In previous examples, if we are given any data in between two quotations, this particular data will automatically be printed. That means like the value of hash is curly braces and b is curly braces. But the thing which this particular dot format function does is, but the thing which dot format function does is, this particular curly braces are called as space holders. This particular curly braces are called as placeholders. See, in Python programming language, if we open a curly brace and if we close a curly brace, that means we are providing a space for something there. We are providing a space for something there. See, in the print statement, it gets like the value of a is, in dot format function, first it is represented as a. So the value of a is 9. Then it will be printing the value of a is 9 and b is 18 and the b is 18. What this particular curly braces represent is placeholders. Placeholders. In the first placeholder, it takes the first argument here. In the first placeholder, it takes the first argument here. See, in the first hold here I am mentioning dot format of a comma b. Dot format of a comma b. So here first argument is a. So the first space holder catches the value of a. First space holder catches the value of a. And the second argument is b. Here the second space holder catches the value of b. Finally, the output of this particular line is the value of a is 9 and b is 18. The value of a is 9 and b is 18. Okay. Now we shall check out. We shall check out in the IDLE form. Madam, please stop sharing. Now we shall check out in the IDLE form. Go to IDLE. Okay. Now we shall check the particular program here. Okay. A comma b is equal to 18 comma 36. A comma b is equal to 18 comma 36. See, print, see carefully, print the value of a is I have opened one curly braces, closed one curly brace, and the value of and B is flower bracket open, flower bracket close. Okay, I have came to the end of the statement. I am not using any sort of comma here. Dot format of dot format of dot format of B comma A. Dot format of B comma A. Now, can anyone tell me what will be the value? Can anyone tell me what will be the value? First of all, tell me, does any error exist or not? First of all, tell me,
No, sir.
does any
No,
error
sir.
exist or not?
No, sir. No errors.
No errors. Are everyone sure? No
Yes,
errors.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Some have replied that
Yes,
there will
sir.
be no errors. I agree with it. There will be no errors. So what will be the output now? What will be the
The
output
value
now?
of A is 36. The value of B is 18, sir.
Exactly. Why? Because what I told is there are two space holders in this particular line. This is the space holder 1. This is placeholder 2. There are two placeholders. Okay. In the format function, I have given argument B as first one. In the format function, I have given argument B as the first one. So the value of B is 36, right? So in this particular place, the value of 36 will be printing. And in this particular place, the value of 18 will be printing. Suppose if I change the value like this, A comma B, then what will be the output? The output will be the value of A is 18 and B is 36. Okay, we shall check out now. So go to file, save, go to run module. I will be sharing the output file right now. Output file. See, the value of A is 18 and B is 36. Now we shall modify this program with a slight change. Now I am performing comma symbol here. I am performing comma symbol. Go to file, save. Now what will be the output I am going to receive? What will be the output I am going to receive? I did not change any of the program. What I have done is simply I have kept a comma in between this particular print statement and dot format function. What will be the output now? Roll number A4.
Error, sir.
Error. Exactly. Why error? Why error?
Because dot format is associated with string, sir.
Exactly. This particular thing will be associated with string. Okay. This total thing is called as a string. This total thing is called as a string. And dot format of these are called arguments. A and B are called arguments. We shall check out now. Save. Go to run module. I will be taking it out. Okay. Madam, please share the PPT. Now we shall have a final example. We shall look into the final example. Okay, this is the final example for today. This is the final example for today regarding output function. See, I have given print I love 0. Already by seeing this particular statement, you can remember that there are two placeholders here. Two placeholders here. First placeholder is here. Second placeholder is here. In between those two placeholders also, I have given some values like 0, 1. And in the dot format, I have given bread, butter. In the above example, what I have done is I have given A comma B is equal to 18 comma 36. And in particular placeholder, I did not mention any sort of values in the placeholders. Now what I am going to do is I have mentioned placeholders here, and in the placeholders also I have mentioned some values. So I love in this particular placeholder I told 0, and in this particular placeholder I told 1. This total comes under string. This total comes under string. Dot format of bread and butter. Here the value of the bread will be stored in 0th index. Here the value of bread will be stored in the 0th index. This is called argument 1. This is called argument 2. This particular argument index value will be 0 and butter will be stored in argument 1. Since in this particular placeholders, I already told the interpreter, I want the value of 0 only. ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే ప్లేస్ హోల్డర్స్ లో నేను వాల్యూ కూడా ఇచ్చేసాను. ఇక్కడ 0 అని ఇచ్చాను, ఇక్కడ 1 అని ఇచ్చాను. ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది, డాట్ ఫార్మాట్ ఆపరేటర్ లో బ్రెడ్ అనేది 0th ఇండెక్స్ లో స్టోర్ అవుతుంది, బటర్ అనేది ఇండెక్స్ 1 లో స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ పర్టికులర్ ప్లేస్ హోల్డర్ లో నేను ఇంటర్ప్రెటర్ చెప్పేసాను, నాకు అక్కడ 0 అనే కావాలి, ఐ వాంట్ 0 ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. సో ఇక్కడ 0 లో ఉంది ఎవరు, బ్రెడ్, కాబట్టి ఐ లవ్ బ్రెడ్ అండ్ బటర్ అని వస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ ఐ లవ్ బ్రెడ్ అండ్ బటర్. అదే నెక్స్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో చూడండి, ఐ లవ్, హియర్ ఐ హావ్ మెన్షన్ ది ఇండెక్స్ 1. వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఇండెక్స్ 1 మీన్స్ butter. So I love butter and bread. That is the difference between these 2 points. Madam, sorry, screen stops. So now we shall go to the example. Okay. We shall use this particular string program. Print. I love. I am using space holder. Here I have given index value 0 and another space holder 1. Okay, dot format of bread, dot format of one second, dot format of bread, bread, comma, butter, bread, comma, butter. Okay, now we need to go to save this particular file. Bread, comma. I think so my screen is not visible to all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Since it is a string, we need to mention with single quotation bread and butter. Okay, this is the first statement, and the same statement I am going to write like this. Here I am changing the placeholder value. Here I am going to mention 1. Here I am going to mention 0. Let's take like here C, here Python. Here C, here Python. Dot format function. C, comma, Python. Okay. So here the address of C will be stored in index 0 and Python will be stored in index 1. The output of this particular statement is I love C and Python. In the second line it gives like I love Python and C. Okay, we shall check out. Go to file, save the program, go to run module. Now I will be sharing you the output screen. Go to share screen. Okay. See, you can check out the output now. Okay, this is the statement which I have given previously, and this is the thing which we have done now. Here I have given space holder value is 0, so C is printed. Here I have given space holder value is 1, so Python is printed. Here I have done reversely. I have given here 1 and I have given here 0. Okay, these are the 4 types. Madam, please share this thing. These are the 4 types where we can use the print function in Python programming language. Clear? First one is simply by using print function. Second one is by using SCP operator and END operator. Third one is by using str.format function. Fourth one is by using the function and by using the position values also. That means in between the space holders we need to give the values also. These are the 4 types where we are going to use the print function in Python. Now we shall go into the input function. Input function is very simple. Only one method also. Madam, go to last but one step. No, last. Yeah. Next.
ఓకేనా సార్?
Next one, madam. Go to 8th slide. Slide number 8. Yes, madam. Thank you. So We have previously seen print statement, and it can be used in 4 different types, right? Now input function. What is the purpose of input? Means to give the input from the user. What is the purpose of input? Means to give input from the user. See, like syntax will be like input, input. Input is a function, and we need to give something prompt like num is equal to input, enter a number. Immediately after pressing F5 button, what it gives prompt is enter a number, and then immediately we need to give something number to print the statement. Clear? Input function will be done only in one methodology. That too, the syntax is input prompt. It will be given like num is equal to input, input, enter a number. This enter a number is called as the prompt. This enter a number is called the prompt. Num is a variable, is equal to is assignment operator. Input is the function which will be given by the user. So immediately after pressing F5 button, what I get is enter a number. What I get is a prompt like enter a number. Immediately we will assign a number to it. Immediately we will assign a number to it. Okay, after assigning a number to this particular prompt statement, that particular number will be retrieved by the variable called num. By the variable called num. We shall check out with the example. Madam, please stop this. Okay, we shall go to the program once again. See, we shall do it in interactive page. Since this is a small example, we shall do it in the interactive page. Okay, what we need to do is num. Num is a variable. Num is a variable. We need to use input function. We need to use input function, and this particular input function we need to give something value. What is this class? What is this class? So I have asked, I am telling the system, what is this class? What is this class? So after pressing enter button, it automatically given me what is this class. Now what I need to do is I need to mention what is this class. This class is Python, right? I have given value as Python. I have given value as Python. Python is nothing but the output given by the user, where system is given a prompt called what is this class. Immediately after pressing enter button, there is no output. There is no output. But the interpreter knows the value of num is Python. The value of num is Python. Num is a variable. Python is the output given by the user, and this is nothing but the prompt message. See, if you want to check now, we can print like print num, N-U-M, num, and press enter button. See, we have got Python. We have got Python. So think all of you are very clear with this class, today's particular class. I have started with 3 types of quotations: single, double, and triple quotes. Single quotations meant for a single character or a single word. Double quotations are meant for a group of words in a single statement, and triple quotes are meant for a paragraph. Triple quote can be mentioned by using 2 types, either by using 3 double quotes or by using 3 single quotes. Make sure if you start the statement with 3 single quotes, you need to end the statement also with 3 single quotes. In the same way, by using 3 double quotes also. And next, our today's topic is print and input functions. These both particular functions are used for the input-output programming in Python programming. For printing, we have used 4 methodologies. First one is simple method by using the print function. Second one is by using SCP operator and END operator. Third one is by using str.format function. Fourth one is by assigning values to the placeholders. Okay. And the last topic which we have discussed is input. Input means the system gives prompt to the user to provide some value to the variable. Syntax is like input and prompt. Input and prompt. You can see here. We shall take another example. A is equal to enter value of A. A is equal to enter value of A. See, press enter button. Why I did not get any sort of error here? See, here what I done is num is equal to input what is this class. ఇక్కడ నేను ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు నాకు వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ క్లాస్ అని వచ్చింది, బాగానే ఉంది. బట్ ఇక్కడ నాకు ఎందుకు రాలేదు ఎంటర్ వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఏ అంటే anyone of you? Exactly. I did not provide any input function. So A is equal to input. A is equal to input. enter value of a. Okay, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ప్రెస్ ఎంటర్ బటన్. ఇట్ ఆస్క్డ్ మీ, ఇట్ హాస్ గివెన్ ఎ ప్రాంప్ట్, ఏ వాల్యూ ఇవ్వు నువ్వు అని మనల్ని అడిగింది. సో ఏ వాల్యూ నేను 18 అని ఇచ్చాను, ఏ వాల్యూ 18 అని ఇచ్చాను. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ మొత్తానికి వాల్యూ ఎంత అంటే 18. ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ మొత్తానికి వాల్యూ ఎంత అంటే 18. సి ఇప్పుడు ఎంటర్ ప్రెస్ చేశాను. నౌ ఐ యామ్ గోయింగ్ టు ఆస్క్ ది ఇంటర్ప్రిటర్ ప్రింట్ ది వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఏ, ప్రింట్ ది వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఏ, print the value of a. Can anyone of you guess what is the value of, what is the output which I get for this particular statement? Anyone
Yeah.
of you? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Why a means I have mentioned single quotations here. So there is no purpose of mentioning single quotations. So press enter. This will be the value of 18. This is how we use the input function. Hope all are very clear with this today's class. Or anyone having doubts? If anyone are having doubts, please clarify notes. Anyone of you? Just say yes or no. If there are no doubts, say no. Roll number 9. Roll number 9. Roll number 9. Roll number 9. Please respond. Are you clear with today's class?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts now?
No, sir.
Okay. Anyone of you? See, today there are 121 participants. Excluding me and madam, there are 121 participants. Any doubts for these 121 participants? Let me know right now. Okay then. Thank you all of you. Next class is data structures. Join with the same link at 10 o'clock. Okay. Thank you all of you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Madam, end చేసేస్తున్నా మీటింగ్. విజయలక్ష్మి మేడం, end చేసేస్తున్నా మీటింగ్.